low on punch. Fade out spot. God, the professionalism. Okay, hello everybody. We're doing another live stream because it was fun yesterday, and I haven't got time to. Well, I do have time to do a video. Don't want to stay up super late editing and things like that. Then play for longer. Yeah, this won't become the norm, but they will complement videos in the future. So, Warcraft. Alrighty. What are we doing today? Well, firstly, let's go see if we can actually... Dead busy, there's no way we're getting those... Go have a look. Hope you guys are all well. The Sunday night stream. Had a good day today. Went to Shah's parent... Shah? Sorry, I just looked at your name. I didn't go to your parents, Shah. I went to Kirsty's parents with Kirsty because it was her birthday last week, but we hadn't done a family thing yet. So we had a family meal. My parents came as well. Hey, your mum's doing okay. She's okay, you know. Yeah, she was there as well. And yeah, Dad did pork roast and celebrated their birthday, which was nice. And then we came back and we played some World of Warcraft and chilled for a bit, nails and all that stuff. You like your nails, sure. And by the way, your Alliance ones, all the ones you've done are. Kirsty's into all of that, but recently she's been using called nail stickers. They're almost like transfers. Got quite sensitive skin sometimes, so she has to be careful with what she uses. But yeah, they're pretty. Right, I'm gonna guess none of these are up. Yep, no pirate. I've got a mount, I must remember. I definitely think you could sell the things you're making. Press on nail. Yeah, definitely. Oh. Oh no, we're being attacked. Louis, we're being attacked. Yes. I definitely think you could make money from them. They look proper professional, and I think it's a good like market for like specific interests. I definitely think there's a market for it, so you should do it. Absolutely, why not? Why not at least give it a go? Once you're a bit better, little better. Do you mean as in better at doing them? I think they look great. Obviously, you'll have your own standard and stuff. And what do I know? I'm just a silly boy. But yeah, I think they. Like, if I wore nails, I would for sure have bought those Alliance ones. Just a little gnome dude. I am just a little gnome dude, and I don't think he wears press-on nails. He's not a modern gnome. Hello, Gaia. Are you on at the moment? Yes, you are. Burning Steps. What are you doing there? Yeah, we're back on the same beach trying to get snuff, but I think I'm going to move on over to go do something. Going Runecloth because I want... Ah, yes, the tiger, yeah. Play looks only at. Louis, if you want to come up. How's it going so far? Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna... I can't be bothered fighting over pirates. How many do you need and how many have you got? A little... Let's go to... Wait, where's my... Booty Bay? No. Stormwind. Off to Stormwind. Are you playing anything at the moment, Char? What is this going to do? Are you about to... Oh, of course. It's not a, it's not a scam, I swear. Okay. But you only get 4 bags. Oh, I put the flipping full stop in. Open bag 5. What did you do to me? Yeah, I have actually decided to come. There's a YouTuber I watch called... I'm not sure what it was supposed to do. Script open 5. Yeah, I watch a what was it supposed to do, guy? I watch a YouTuber called Mage 22 who does variety, but he randomly started playing Honkai like last year, and it's become like his main playthrough, and it looks interesting. It's cap sensitive. I don't know what you tried, but basically it shows your bank inventory. No, I don't know whether it's my bag add-on maybe that I use, but that would be good because I have seen people. I like turn-based combat, yeah. But yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea for sure. But if you grew up on like old Final Fantasies and things, then definitely it's kind of thing. It's by the same people who did. What was it? What was it called? The other gacha game that they did. Genshin Impact. That's the one. Yeah.
Good day to you.
Yes, but I've heard it can get very expensive if you decide to whale it, not free to play it. I've been free to playing that new Pokemon card opening thing on mobile, and I haven't paid anything for it yet. Like to really rein it in because I could have. I kind of like free to play in those games because you feel like you're sort of beating the system. So what, do you collect characters or collect skinned characters, like the skins of characters? Okay. Yeah, you have to have restraint to give your boy poker eyes for money. Yes. Yeah. Okay, Gaia, I've got you be able to see my chat, so it's literally script. Open bag, parentheses, bag, parentheses, enter. What if we take off... Where is it? You don't... Yeah. I don't hate you and you want... That YouTube will not like that. Okay. Better Bags, maybe, is doing it. Because Bagnon is a buggy piece of shit, and I will not hear anything else. Thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. Okay. Okay, let's give it another go. Slash script. Bag. No, it just hates me. Back to the Shadow Realm with you. Come on. You are more definitely. Oh, it's you. I'm sure you were going to play well. Joe told me you were parading around as Trisha Paytas in Roblox, and you were too busy to you're too busy to play well. Okay, better. Oh. I'm such a boomer. Like, I do not really understand Roblox either. I know it's like you can make games within it, and it. Because I think I've watched you play like was it like a battle royale, or like a Hunger Games, game in it once? But yeah. Okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Just opening my map and closing my map over. Okay, let's make a decision. We're gonna go to Edgar Keep and go to the swamp. I think. Wreck swamp. Get some dust. I know I've just missed a quest as well to go explore here, which is very frustrating. Realise that. We'll come back. Gaia, I spoke to Kirsty. Surprised here. Yeah, I decided to speak to her today. But she was talking about because she wants to raid. By the sounds of it, she was like, she was said because obviously we're taking our time with those alts. Will there be a space for us? And I explained to her that we're still in terms of actual guildies, we've got like 22 or 23 people, and then I guess the the rest get pugged, but then, you know, the pug spaces will hopefully slowly be replaced by guildies, blah, 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 blah. And then I explained about you being main tank, and obviously... And then once I mentioned, oh, you can off tank, or you could possibly DPS, like, her eyes lit up. So I think she's going to do... she's just going to do the DPS. I don't know what the end game spec is. Is it arms, or do you need arms and fury? But she's leveling as arms at the moment. All about that. Arms and legs. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Arms is not good at 60. It's only good for leveling. Okay, well then I will tell her to go fury. So if you go fury prot even if you DPSing. Yeah, I read deep prot is okay for like dungeons and stuff, right? Again, game dungeons. And fury prot is the raid spec. I'm gonna level as fury. I know you would do that just to be a contrarian. I mean, not no. I've doxed you. I've doxed both of you now. Get doxed. Sorry. Doula. Yeah, that would be good. You go Fury Arms DPS, but you yes slash OT as Fury. Yeah, well, I mean, she's more than happy to off tank as well. So if you don't mind sending me that, I will forward it to her. And yeah, that would be very useful. Everyone knows your address too. "125 Wales Road, Walestown, Wales." Oh, so yeah, that's your address. Sure, so I get them mixed up. Fury prop main drawback issue drop rage when and swap. Okay. Oh. I haven't said hello to the guild. I think we're putting a good little group of people together, Gaia. This Pippin probably need to be a member. They've just joined, haven't they? Leave them there just for a little bit. I think you can promote, I believe, the officers. My way of thinking about it is leave them as initiate for like a day or two, just in case they decide to drop off again, and then if they're like active and definitely want to be playing in the guild, I pop them up to members after a bit, so feel free to do that. This over here. Beck of Dream Dust, yeah, okay. We'll do this and the stuff near the coast. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh god. We're being ganked. Run. Okay, I think this... Oh, for God's sake. Okay, That's my hardcore character dead. We go again. And go. Off. Go away. Given up yet? You're obsessed with me, babes. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so firstly, guild control. Raider. This admin is literally going to kill me. Okay. Guild control. Well, firstly, let's do this one. Classic guild UI. Goodbye. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Oh, yes. This is much better. Have to give me a sec to... Oh, that is so much easier, guys. Thank you. So... I can't get rid of it because it's in use. On set as a raider. This is exciting, isn't it? Okay, yeah. You need to be... I'll set you as an alt. And... I don't know who you are. You can be in it. I'll drop you back down to initiate for now. And then, yes, we can get rid. Remember, veterans for, yeah, for like... people who are really... love at the guild. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for that. That is so much better. You've got a very smart fella. Sure. Yes. You can see who's talking about you. He's done. He hides it well then. Dummies. Okay. He's a good lad. Okay, so we're killing dragons. For their dust. Does that make sense? I don't know, but... that's what we're doing. If my memory serves me correctly, there's more in the eastern shore of it. Yeah, I'm sure that's Sunken Temple, if any of you don't know, which I'm sure you all do. One of the best instances in the game, in my opinion. I know some people really don't like it, but I've got fond memories. Still no dust. That's fine though. To anyone watching this as the VOD, I'm going to get back to. Oh God, you're level 44. That's a bit scary. Are you all high? You're all super high level. What the hell? I wonder if it's because these guys over here are low-level little, yes, whelps. Okay. Those whelps have tricked me there. I'm going to go to the coast and just see if we can do any of these. If I remember correctly, these crabs are pretty crazy high. And they still might be... They might be orange for us, actually. What level are you? You're 43. I love how busy it is. Because I love WoW being busy and I love Classic WoW doing well. But I got so used to playing Era where there was different layers, but also not many people. Well, say not many, not as many people playing. You very rarely had any competition. Okay, we need driftwood. There's a little turtle. Eight viewers, wow. Guys, if you are regular viewers of the channel, welcome. I'm still getting used to the whole live streaming stuff. Yesterday we had a super ghetto stream where people who were in the chat can tell you it was it was a bit of a shocker. Like, I was trying to open links and I was opening the wrong links. Not the wrong links, but I was showing the wrong things on screen. It was just a bit of a nightmare. If you're in the EU and you play WoW and you're looking for a guild, yeah, if you're looking for a guild, Honorbound, we are on Thunderstrike EU. We're a social raiding, leveling guild. You know, if you want to level with us and then go to Pastures Anew, that's fine. If you want to level and raid sort of socially, you know, relax, that's kind of the vibe that we're going for. There's a mixture. We've got some experienced people. We've got people raiding for the first time. We've got people who've done a bit of casual raiding in the back. I can't speak. Back in the day. If that is something that sounds good, give us any of us a whisper. You're more than welcome. Gaia, who is in the chat, is well, I founded the guild on the back of one of my YouTube playthroughs. Originally on Era. Mid likes to give the emphasis on leveling. I do. I'm all about the leveling. If you look at my YouTube, it's all about leveling. I made it because I wanted a place for like people in the community to play together. And since we migrated to Anniversary, it's been able to take a life on its own, and it's more of like a shared leadership. Absolutely, I do very little in terms of the end game stuff at the moment because I'm still a little scrub 41 noob, but Gaia is like championing our path towards end game, and I believe it's the next week that our first raid's going to be. I won't be there, but I may be there as a level 22 Warlock outside of MC to summon you all, so I can contribute in some way. If you guys need me still, I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, he's Guy is also just a what shot. There we go. Well done. Don't let the power go to your head. Um, we have 6 dowsers now, so might only need 1 summon. Ah, okay. Awesome. And what are we still looking for in terms of classes? Because I know we may have just got another. What did we just get? Another warrior? I could find the list on Discord, I know, but I'm worried that I'll alt tab and die. We need hunters, we need warlocks, we need warriors. But for specific raid roles, but outside of that, yeah, whatever. We've got far too many rogues. We do. And obviously warriors and rogues often look after the same thing, aren't they? I was looking at the prebis for Fury warriors or DPS warriors, and there's loads of leather. It's crazy. But the other big thing is, and something we, I think, as a leadership team have sort of properly emphasized, is that you can play what you want. If you want to play as a boomkin, we know most most guilds would just laugh at that. We would love a little mascot boomkin to bring along. If you want to play as, I don't know whether we've got prop paladins at the game. I don't know whether that's really ideal. But if you want to give it a go, sure, why not? You can be a rep paladin if you want. We obviously can't bring loads of them because there's a point, I guess there's a balance between being okay with that kind of stuff and then just if everyone is playing those weird specs, then there is like a cut-off of how far you can progress. But I think we may even we've got a disc priest. I think somebody wants to play a smite priest, so if you're into that, then yeah, give us a whisper, and then you can get onto the Discord through the guild. Okay, we're actually doing okay for these little crab leg. Need to keep an eye out for wood. Sure, it would be amazing if you played, but I understand it's a hell of a commitment to like, I wish I could commit more time to it and level quicker, but sadly not. Oh, I just wish I could play better. Yes, go play your weird anime game. Who's this? Your Bamba. Can we get a wave back? Oh. Hey. They're not all bad, the Horde. How many more? 3 more. Trees. Yeah, speaking of trees, and the reason why, I mean, there's many reasons why I'm only level 41, but is because I did start this anniversary cycle as a horde, and then I was like, actually, I'm an alliance boy at heart, not a Zug Zug. Well, sure. I actually spoke to her at lunch today, and she said you could play if you want to. I convinced her that it's not as scary as people think. There's not that many weirdos on there. Get two. Okay, one more. We go for the orange crab. He was lying to you, yeah. No, I don't like the amount of resists, so we'll get some more. We'll get another one. No, thank you. Not interested. Have a little sippy. Guy would probably have a heart attack setup. Has he been trying to convince you? Only every day. So I met Kirsty late 2018. I think we started dating February 2015. And obviously that was the year of Classic WoW that came out. And I was like, God, I really want to play Classic WoW. So I got Kirsty addicted to World of Warcraft, and now we play together. My master plan. It is good to play with a partner. Like if you were ever going to play it, and I'm not trying to help Gaia convince you, but if you were going to, like, playing a duo is a lot of fun. And I think it makes the game a little bit more streamlined because you can rely on each other. I played retail during Legion, and it's a game that made me a proper gamer. Just can't see myself ever playing again. That's absolutely fine. I mean, good on you, to be honest. But yeah, Legion. Did I play? Yes, I did play Legion. Yeah, I liked it back then. There was a certain point where WoW really changed for me, and retail became not very fun. And like, I played the most recent bit of retail, but I just played for the story mostly. There we go. There's our 12 legs. And I actually thought the story for the new retail expansion was really good, and the fact that I can't remember what the hell it was called maybe disproves how memorable it was. What the hell is it called? Retail Endgame is that? Yeah. There's something charming about the classic way of doing it. War Within, that was it. I remembered. You know, the pre-bisque grinds, and then you have to go get some rep to open some things and some end game quests, and then you start, you know, progressing. But there was a point where they were doing that sort of power creep thing at end game in WoW, you know, where you had to collect so much of this resource to turn it into this resource, and then you could apply it to your your shoulders, so they became a triple warforged something, blah, blah. And it just confused my feeble little mind. It's like, I have no idea what to do. And I found it very as well. And I stand by, I think Mythic Plus is one of the major factors of what ruins retail WoW. Because I think it just absolutely changed the mind frame of the community. Like, the reason I mean, obviously there's toxicity in classic WoW, but right, let's go round Stonard. I think the reason that a lot of people are nicer to each other is because the game has a certain pace, and if you rush, then the chances are that you're going to die or wipe. And because the game is maybe a bit more difficult, and there's more elite quests and stuff like that, it builds a kind of you rely on other players to achieve your goals. So it kind of does that sort of social glue there to like bring people together and be nice to each other, because if you want to keep getting invited to things, then you need to be nice. And the dungeons are set out in such a way that like I said, like if you rush, then you're going to pull too many things. And Mythic Plus, and with Classic, you can feel every upgrade. Yeah, that's what I love. Yeah, you would just replace stuff in retail, and it would not feel very fun at all. Can I get this buff for you? Yes, I can. Yeah, so yeah, Mythic Plus just makes it feel like, we've got to rush, and it trickles down into non-mythic stuff. If you do a dungeon run in retail, all they want to do is just skip everything, get to the boss, hurry up, that's not my style, man. I bring that to Netherguard Keep. Okay, we'll do that. And then we can fly back, can we? No, we want just... Yeah. That's not thingy, is it? It's not timed. No. Yeah, retail endgame's just bleh. But the story I quite enjoyed. And like hated Shadowlands. What a... I know, and it's not exactly the hottest take, but it was a load of shit. Right. Do we even bother with this? I'm really not sure. I don't want to get my butt to Desolus. Got loads to do. Get that key. Got a hand in there. Not going to do those. Got hands. Well, we've got hand in. Yeah, we need to get over to Kalimdor. Okay. Let us go to Netherguard Keep. Hand in, and then we have any other hand-ins over here. We do Badlands as well. But I don't know. Liver Unsless, a shake so okay, yeah, we've got to do that as well. We got a lot to do, actually. I was worried that we were going to run low on quests, but... Yeah, I'm going to go over to Kalimdor first, I think. Little change of scenery. Oh, no. Bad orcs. Orc men. Have you still got retail installed? I think I uninstalled it once the story was over. I just thought, you know what, I'm not even going to begin to start this endgame stuff. I mean, I do like some of the collectathon side of it a little bit. I'm not, you know, I don't love it, but I don't, you know, I like collecting transmogs and stuff like that. Like, I understand the fun and all of that stuff. And I think the trader post is a good little idea. Oh, so you can get old transmogs and stuff like that. Yes, I've heard that's good. It's a battle royale, isn't it? What is happening here?
I am in your debt.
Very different to standard. Oh, maybe I'll give it a go. It would be awesome if you could just install it as a separate thing. Because I think retail's quite a hefty install nowadays.
Be careful.
Okay. We are actually probably going to level up in this stream. What the hell? It's happening. Okay, yeah. Stream, dust, whatever. Yeah. We ain't doing that. Brassy Heart would fly quickly to hand that in. No, but it's a bit of a run. Right. Make a decision. Teleport to Darnassus, and I can also pick up the portal. That come later. That might come. Yes, it come. Level 50? Right. 4.5 stacks out of 325. 325 stacks! My god. What an engaging game it is. You have dual spec, Gaia? Or do you farm in Frot? No, that would be of a different spec. Frot Fury. Yeah. I for some reason I had it in my mind that it was like like 1,000 gold, but it's 50, isn't it? So I'll have to look into that, especially on my paladin. Which, you know, I'm not even sure what he's going to do at endgame because we've got so many paladin healers. I've been tempted to. Yeah, you can get a single target and AoE spec. Yes, that would be good for actually. And Paladin OT. I've seen. Yeah, they are great. Yeah. As dungeon tanks, yeah. The only thing that scares me is the lack of a thingy-majiggy taunt. But I loved. Once they got the taunt, was it in TBC, especially Wrath Paladin. I'm not really one to be like, I'm really good at this, but I'm pretty dope at Paladin tanking in those later expansions. I may do that. Yeah. It seems like an odd choice to leave out, doesn't it? But I'm guessing they were trying to do something thematically, like, oh, paladins would threaten people. Well, they're quite judgy, aren't they? You could have like judge or something like that. I think paladin gear has healing on it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. They are built for healers, definitely. It is quite fun, paladin healing. It's a bit mindless, but I've enjoyed it so far in dungeon. Would you like? Don't people reminding us in guild chat that Trump is about to become like let's leave the politics out of it. But not good. Okay, let's move on. Do you want to hear D&D story time from Friday? It was our first session of a new campaign. I have ran 1 or 2 campaigns that have been quite short because I was like, I've always wanted to play it, and then Chaos was like, oh, I've heard of it, I'd like to try it, and I was like, oh great, and then Chaos' cousin Ian, who's also a good friend of mine, he loves Critical Role and stuff like that, and he wants to play. This is about 2 years ago now. So we got like an initial little group together, and since then, when we've talked about it and say, oh yeah, we play D&D, you know, we were doing just one shots to learn the game and stuff like that. And people would come in and try it and stuff like that, and I kind of made the mistake of bringing people into the campaign that we were running, and it kind of then people wouldn't be able to appear the next time, and you know, all that stuff. You have to think of reasons why they went in and out. So we sort of did a hard reset, and this is just a group of me, Kirsty, Ian, and Ian's partner Danny. So it's in a custom world, like a wood in a video. You might like this guy if you're into your old D&D. Pop this there. Whoa, that's big. This is the game worlds that we play in. I made this years ago, using Incarnate. Pop that there. And you know, it's like a fantasy world. It's nothing crazy. You know, you've got human kingdoms here, dwarven kingdom, elvish kingdom, orcs, and then this is all kind of like various races. I'm really, really proud of this. Like I love it. I'm not one, like I said, I feel I got problems with with patting myself on the back, but I really am happy with that. If you want me to, I will, because for some reason I do have a little bit of a knack for it, so for sure. And I've got the paid version of Incarnate, so you can do things a little bit more in detail. Anyway, so yeah, the place is called Delgia, and it's like an ancient land, and the big current issue in the world is a civil war in the human kingdoms. There's a king called Trestus, also known as Good King Trestus. You know, the kind of ideal king. You know, previous soldier, amazing politician and diplomat, wants the best for not only his realm but the world overall. And his evil brother Selich turns his council against him and started a bloody civil war, kind of based on race. Like they were very much like, oh no, we only like humans. Anyway, so the civil war's sort of just broken out, maybe a couple of years. Now previous campaigns have happened maybe 10 or 20 years after this, but I wanted to bring it back to sort of the outbreak. So the session opens with them riding on a carriage with an NPC dwarf, and they sort of introduce themselves, and I sort of set the scene, and they all. Oh my gosh! It is Anti-Jax, who is a legit inspiration to me, and an amazing YouTuber. Your content is flipping well good. Thank you so much for dropping by. That's really cool, dude. Hello. I'm a bit starstruck. No. Wow. We were just talking about D&D. Our evening is going well. I'm hanging out with some guildies and some friends from a Discord server who are also guildies as well, and we're just playing some of Happi the Gnome. I ducked out of the PvP board stuff just because I have like there's a little community growing on the Alliance side, and I felt like I needed to focus on that. But one day I'd like to go back. How are you? As you can see, I'm very far behind the leveling curve, but yeah, it's going well, thank you. I forgot to hand in. You're probably gonna. I feel like these streams are like a behind the scenes of what a what's a crappy WoW player I am after all these years. Forgetting to hand things in, forgetting to pick things up.
Off with you.
He does look, yeah, that what I was saying, I am not going to be happy when I have to replace this, because I just love how he looks at the moment. Maybe if he had some blue shoes or black shoes, but because they look a bit odd. Looks like he's got little white feet. But yeah, I love him. It's actually the first mage I've ever played in Classic. Like, I never played it back in 2004 or 2019, so it's kind of the last class that I've really played. Same with Rogue, never played much Rogue. What level is your Rogue, speaking of Rogue? And then I will go back to the D&D chat. Well, you know what, I'll keep talking now. Sorry, I'm still getting used to live streaming. So yeah, the D&D setting, so they're in a carriage. There was the 3 players and a dwarf, and on their armor everywhere they've got like a stitched steel or like a brooch or something of a crown that's been split in 2. I might even be able to show you a picture of that. And obviously, because I'm a modern DM who doesn't have money to pay for custom art, though I did pay Gaia and Shaw, you'd know, so a very good artist that I know to make a character portrait from. But this is obviously. But this is the symbol of the Shattered Crown, and that is the organization that they are part of, which is nowadays is considered to be a mercenary operation, but they're actually a centuries-old organization that have had major influences the history of our custom world. So that was the way we brought them together, that they were all part of this, and this was one of their first jobs together. And they're heading to a town called Lumenholt, which has a great lake on it of a magical fluid. It's not water, it's an energized kind of water, I suppose. And that kind of is the backbone of the industry of the town. But recently, like, weird monsters have been appearing at the side of the lake, and the water's starting to turn green, and they're all a bit concerned. People who profit off it are obviously not happy and are blaming the druids. The druids are blaming the industrialists, so they were on the way for that. But night came and they were heading through the forest and they had to find a clearing because they needed to rest. And not rest as like in a sort of roll rest, but you know, RP kind of, they needed to sleep. So they went into a clearing and set it up, and as they got out the carriage, they realised the carriage is not drawn by horses, but by a big crystal globe full of this aforementioned water, magical water. Oh, go away. And so yeah, they had a little RP about that, and the NPC that was with them, the dwarf is kind of their like lead, not the boss, but he's got all the information of the area and the job that they're going to do. So he was explaining, you know, what it is. So yeah, they RP'd for that for a little bit. They set up a fire, made some food, you know, all that kind of cool downtime stuff. But I was very aware that I didn't want to start with downtime because that's proper boring. So then they started to hear like a squabble and screeching and screaming, and from the tree line came 6 goblins, and they were like pulling each other behind, you know, like going like, don't let me be the one behind, you know, basically trying to escape something. And they ran into the clearing and they locked eyes with the party. And I should have said the characters. The characters are Percy's character is Luke Motton, the
Time is money, friend.
halfling, no, not halfling, forest
Be
gnome,
good.
rogue. But Voltan, the Voltor, sorry, the tiefling sorcerer, and Kiki, the she was a halfling orc, which was insane, and she was a fighter. So yeah, anyway, they lock eyes, and the first thing that happens is the sorcerer decides to cast haste on the fighter, and that kind of triggers initiative because the goblins are proper terrified anyway of whatever's chasing them, so they see anything kind of as just an act of aggression. And they go into initiative, but I think I was a little bit loose on the rules here. Like, really, they should have proper like fought them. But they had some cool role-playing ideas, and they kind of talked them down. And they actually said, right, you guys go hide in our tent, and we'll deal with whatever's coming. So they all scurry off into the tent, the goblins, and you can hear them like crying and they're scared and stuff like that. And then through the forest, they hear chains and like a groaning, and a wight appears. I'd say not, obviously not WHIT as in WIGHT, which is a smart zombie, I believe. They're like undead, but they know what's going on. Let's get the Scepter of Light. Really thinking, but actually making time pass a lot quicker. And the wight comes through, and that triggers like the proper. He joins the initiative, and I kind of dropped the goblins off. You know, I just put, you know what, the 2 spooks to fight. So yeah. I'm very loose with the rules. If it means they're gonna have fun. These are all grey, but fine. So they engage in battle with the wight, and to be fair, they quite handily took it down. Once again, my kind of I'm still learning. As much as they're learning to be players, I've been learning to DM. I didn't balance the fight enough, and it should have been a bit more difficult. But I think also, in my mind, what was going to happen is they would fight all the goblins, so they'd already have used resources and would be a bit more injured and stuff like that, and then the battle with the wight would, take them another step down, and it would be harder. But I didn't really account for that, so yeah, they took it down fairly easy. Which was a bit frustrating, but, that happens. The nature of being a DM, you have plans, and then the the players don't do that. And to be honest, I like that. I kind of like thinking of stuff on the top of my head. Yeah, must be. Okay. Uh-oh. He hasn't named the pet. Bit of an odd name. Isn't in a guild. Are you a bot, ma'am? Little bit sus. But yes, so they beat it rather handily, and they finished it off by Luke Motton decapitating it, which is pretty cool. And we role played that the head of the wife rolled into the tent, scared all the goblins, and they were like, "Oh, what the hell!" And they came running out, a bit scared, but also thankful. And so they were talking, and the goblins decided not to attack. Give the boss minions that can... Yeah. Well, the next session, which was going to be part of this session, but I decided we ran it as like a session 0.5, gave them time to role play before we went into like some major, or don't some of it. But yeah, I think that's something I need to do more, Guy. I need to have like a backup plan, you know, to bring some stuff out. But yeah, thank you for the tip. So they're talking, and oh, I forgot to say that during the goblins before they ran into the tent, the players weren't sure what to do. So to snap them into something, I had a chain fly out from the forest line, grab one of the goblins and pull it in, and then there was sounds of munching and blah blah blah. So just to kickstart something, I like doing that as well. Adding things that, if the players are sort of standing about and like not sure, you've got to be like, this is happening. You need to do something. So they came out and they were obviously sad for the death of this other goblin, which they decided was called Dave. That's another thing about my kind of the kind of thing that I kind of game that I run is like I don't mind a bit of humor and stuff like that. If they want to call the goblin Dave, that's fine. Boblin the goblin. Yeah, I love stuff like that. It's supposed to be a good time. And I wasn't gonna sit and name 6 goblins. So they're all unhappy about Dave, and there's this one who's all. Is this who we need? Who is it that we need? Scepter of Light. Burning Blade Seer. Oh, okay. Are you anywhere else? Oh, okay. So we're waiting for a seer. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the goblins there, they're a bit scared, but they're thankful, and I know they're evil characters, but I kind of played them as really stupid and stuff like that. Like, when they were asking, like, what's chasing you, they were just going, oh, stinky man, chase me. They weren't saying anything, like, smart. And the way I saw it is they probably would rather live than fight a group of people who have just killed like a rather strong enemy. So then the sorcerer, Ian Sorcerer, decides to cast I can never pronounce this right. Prestigiation, where you can make like a little, a minor sort of magic effect. But he decided to fill one of the goblins' pants with soil. So it... Yes, that's the one. Prestigitation. Yes, I can spell good. And so he filled this goblin's pants with soil. And so he thought he'd chat himself. I had no idea where this was going. So we role played that the other goblins laughed at him, and then I had him break down in tears and just like walk off sadly into the forest. And Casey's character and Danny's character were just like you arsehole, why did you do that and stuff like that. Because I think what they might have wanted to do is adopt this gang of goblins, and I was not prepared for that. Maybe, but I've also actually wrote a note of maybe bringing them back one day, just because they sound like a fun little troop of goblins now. I don't know, like they could appear again, or I was thinking of maybe having them as like sort of, like Team Rocket in the original Pokemon anime, where they're like these bad guys that aren't actually that scary. Um, and they come about and then they do something stupid and then they get dealt with, but they're not killed. And so yeah, I might bring them back as like a minor little threat. So yeah, that happened, and then they didn't need to heal or anything like that. And then we decided we were going to make it a short one, so they trekked through the forest towards where they believe the white came from, and they managed to navigate the forest fine, rolled well. And they came across this great black temple, not Black Temple from DBC, but yeah, this old ancient ruined temple. And there was this awful stench coming from it. And the central dome ceiling of or the roof, should I say, of the temple is firing out this bluey red smoke that seems to crystallize with the air and then land onto the dome and sort of paints it like purple. And there's like old runes of a forgotten dialect on it, and we left it there, and that's where they're going to next time. They're going into their first sort of dungeon, because the previous campaigns have not actually been that dungeon heavy, because I've always had new... Oh, the sea is up. Woohoo! I've always been bringing new people in, and like, so it was always like role play heavy, and they like that. But Ian's was sort of before we started, like last week when we decided to do a new campaign, was like, I'd really like to do some more dungeon stuff, and I was like, okay. But I've got it set up. I can always show you actually, Guy, and you can give me some other inspiration if you like. More than happy for that. But I think it's a pretty cool. It's not a long dungeon. I think it's got like 1, 2, 3, 6 rooms, including like a big main vestibule, and a couple of like a really easy puzzle. You need to find a way to get into this room, and that room has something to open another room, and blah blah blah. And then there's like you need to slot 4 things into the right slots, and there's roleplay stuff to sort of suggest what needs to go where, and those are all also in the other rooms in the temple. And then the main room with the big boss at the end, which I will risk saying, because I don't think Ian or Kirsty will watch this, is a low-level like necromancer, which I've kind of customized a bit to be more of their level, because I think necromancers are quite powerful from what I remember, but I didn't want it to be this incredibly strong necromancer. He's more like a minor fledgling necromancer. And basically this temple is a temple of an old ancient demigod of pain and torture and suffering, and so there's all horrible stuff going on.
Well met.
But yeah, we left it there,
The
and
Alliance, be careful.
I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know about you, Guy. I get a lot from world building. Like, it really scratches a creative itch for me. Like, I never really used to view myself as a creative. I didn't know what I was, really. But world building has made me realize that I love it. I love building towns, and then communities, and then people within there, and ideas and stuff like that, and wider lore and history. Like, it is awesome. I've only been a player once for a few sessions, and it was for I like coming up with ideas and quests and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's what, and that's a big thing that I try and tell the players, like, because I think some people get the idea that it's players versus the DM, and I'm trying to kill you, and you're trying to beat me, and I'm putting up things in front of you to get you killed. Just my ideas, come up with kind of, dude. My God, like actually the same. Yeah, it's collab. That's the exact phrase that I use. Yeah, with peas in a pod, dude. Oh yeah. Oh, thanks, dude. Jax. It is amazing, and I think it's amazing that it's become more popular, and everyone that I've sort of invited to play, I think one of the things they're surprised about is how, not how few, but dice rolling isn't as much of it. It's the poster child of D&D, the D20 and all of that. It's not like, can I do this? I roll a dice. Can I do this? Can I roll a dice? Roll a dice. Roll it. It's. There's a lot more, as Gaia said, collaborative storytelling, and you can let things go without a dice roll. Um. Yes. Um. But yeah, that's that's what people have always said, who have tried it. It's like, oh, I'm surprised how there wasn't as much maths and dice rolling and stats and stuff. Like, there's a lot more creativity in it. But yeah, the thing about ideas, I came up with that temple and that start. It's probably sorry too much information here, but after I'd been to the toilet, um, at about 1 in the morning, and I started just marching up and down the bathroom, and I just this creative spark, and it just all came to me, and I ran downstairs and I wrote it down. Sorry about that. That is too much, but well, if you're ever interested in it, should I just call you Auntie? I don't want to call you the wrong thing. Jax? Do people call you Jax? But I don't know. It's very possible to play online. I know Gaia's has done a lot of campaigns. Jax, Auntie. Yeah, cool. Thank you, dude. If you're ever interested in giving it a go, like, hit me up at me if you want to, or on Discord or something. Like, it's dead easy to do, and honestly, I think, well, the majority of new players that I've played, that I've brought to the table, I haven't said you need to read the rules. They just learn as you play. Like, I find that with most board game, well, it's not a board game, but most games that you play, yeah, you can read the rules and you get frustrated because you're like, I don't know what this means. You can't get the concept of what's happening, because you're not physically playing. Once you start playing and you realize, oh, there's these dice are for this, the rest of the dice are for this, and then the rest is. Play a game called Dead by Daylight. They added Oh yes, Vecna's like I think a famously evil bad guy from old editions of D&D. Okay, that would be cool, dude. I've just seen the talents that you gave me, that you've put me on Discord too. So thank you. Yes, he is Gaia, Matt Mercer. Yeah. But I'm sure we could sort something else because I know server that me and Gaia and Shaw are part of, like I don't know how to describe it. It's just a group of friends that's been going on for years now. Guys ran some D&D with them. I ran some it with one of the members, one who's in the guild now, about 7 years ago. We could definitely do something like that. Let me. I'm going to show you just what a noob I am when it comes. How do I share my my Discord name? My Discord account. Gaia, help me. how, do, how do I Discord? User settings, my account. No. Not drowning, am I? Oh, was that it? I'm trying to post my Discord. My Discord, like, account, so if Anti-Jax wanted to chat, then he could add me. Do friends. Add friend. Is there like an invite link or something? Click your profile name in the top and bottom left. Okay, try that. But doesn't it usually have a number at the end? That's all you'll need. Okay, yeah, yeah, and it would be good to chat to you. That would be cool. Used to, they changed it, yeah. Obviously, I'm not on the beating pulse of Discord. Awesome. How is yeah, how's it going your side on the Horde PvP? I leveled PvP back in the 2004 version of WoW, and the reason I've sort of gone back to PvE is because I know I've watched you kill many of Alliance on your videos, but I think I've got PTSD from the sound of rogues unstealthing and then assassinating my poor holy priest back in the day. So yeah, I mostly level with PvE now, but yeah, I hope it's going well. Two gut rippers, so you can imagine PvP I'm getting. Oh yeah, of course. Are you doing any like battleground stuff now that now all of that stuff's dropped? Like Warsong Gulch and stuff? Google gut rippers, but I can't remember what they were. Oh yeah. Damn. How did you get them? Streamer benefits is this, Jax? No, I'm joking, of course, but that's well good. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't make me feel too bad. You're 9 levels, but then again, you're playing a PvP server, so it does take longer. I have no excuse other than being. Well, I have a few excuses. Um, uh, One of them was given to worse than Asmongold, honestly. Obviously, I started on the Horde side. Ooh, that's what we needed. That was well timed. I started on the Horde stuff, like 20 level. Oh god, we're so close. Did we just grind this? I think we just grind this and chat. And then I've got a level 38 paladin that I play with Kirsty, my wife. So obviously I've got my time's kind of split between two characters, so I guess it kind of makes sense why I'm a little bit behind. But I'd really like to be 60. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on either, to be honest, Gaia, but thank you for hanging out, as usual, and thank you for everything that you do for the guild. You know, I'm always super thankful, and I can't wait to raid with you next year when I'm finally level 60. Yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow, no doubt. Oh god, yeah, my god, 50 to sit in all of those zones as well. There's not many like just alliance or just, you know, it's all like cross faction stuff, isn't it? You know, you're gonna run across alliance. I mean, you're playing the best. You're playing the best. There's the level up. You're playing the best class for it. This is from a sea witch. Yeah, playing a row. I mean, you're playing the best. You've given yourself the best foot forward, you know, to survive. But I'm sure you just eat up like casters and clothies, no problem. Hey, what's this over here? Book of the Ancient. Honestly, Jack, you would not believe. Like, I have played this since I was 14, and I'm still a complete noob. I'm like, oh, what does this do? Okay, it's lighting up. Okay, it's a bad guy. Give me 6 to 7 hours per level. Yeah, I know it's. Okay, we got that. That's good. Was it the chest? Because I think I just got like 1 gold summit plus this Captain Rackmull stuff. I was collecting keys. That one? It's this chest here. I've just opened it. Well, while it's just okay, I think it's the two of us now. So I can probably wax lyrical a little bit more. I just wanted to say, like, genuinely, dude, like, I came across your like movie length on, you know, when you put all the episodes together, of your sod plates, not sod. Did we discover? Yeah, sod. At a time when I was like creatively and not sure what to do with the channel, like, and watching it gave me like an impetus to like keep playing and like change a few things about how I did it. Because what I used to do is that I would start recording and I'd record all of the playthrough that I was doing and then I'd stop, and it felt very, I don't know, a bit stagnant, I suppose, and like it didn't feel very creative. I wasn't getting much from it, and after that I started like it's barely like nothing compared to yours, but like I just started editing things a bit more and like I don't know, like trying to build like a narrative with stuff, and I don't know, it was a real influence. I won't keep going because I don't want to be like a proper brown nose, but I just wanted to say, you know, it was genuinely like a really inspiring piece of content. And I feel a bit embarrassed, but it is the truth. Oh my god, I'm all about Pokemon, dude. Could you link that? Links might not work. Thank you. Yeah, I mean your style, like, I would be interested actually one day, like, of learning how you do the whole. You must. I'm guessing what you do is you record a lot of stuff while playing, and then you put that all together, and then you narrate it over it. I guess that's the sort of process. But I've tried to do that. I found it quite difficult. I'd love some tips on that one day. Really helpful. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Awesome. Right. What was I saying? This is literally this is the second stream I've ever done, so obviously it's I'm still kind of getting used to what I'm gonna say. I can't remember. It mustn't have been that important. Oh, Pokemon, yes, that's it. Houndoom. Oh, that is what. I am not a tattooed person, but I want to get one. And my wife Kirsty, she's got quite a few, and I nearly did one day, about a couple of years ago, and I have to say that I chickened out. But now, after a few more years of thinking about it, I've got like ideas of what I want on it. But oh wow, that's well. My partner's we're a partner of. You're okay. That's really cool. We've been together coming on 6 years. We got married in the summer. That's well cool. We yeah, Pokemon. Yes, I did a Pokemon playthrough on the channel. Thank you very much. Of Fire Red. And I want to put more Pokemon content out because I really enjoyed it and it got quite good feedback. But I'm interested that you said that you started a separate channel because I considered doing that because I was worried that WoW and Pokemon doesn't really blend, and you know, oh, we got that. Mid-Ventures as a channel is pretty much Pokemon. Maybe a push, not Pokemon. World of Warcraft. Maybe a push you would say is a RPG focused channel. I don't know. You can say that Pokemon's an RPG, but Pokemon's such its own thing, isn't it? Like it in terms of its themes and everything like that, it's just completely different to like RPGs that are gritty and stuff like that. So I considered doing a separate channel. Do you think that's the right way to go? Like, I feel like it's yeah, that was my worry because also I'm a big Football Manager nerd. Like I love that game. Like it's probably like the second most thing I've played. I personally do. Yeah. Okay, that's good. It's good to hear feedback from that. Like I played it for like I don't know, too long. Probably the most played game I've played after WoW, and I wanted to do content on it, but I thought there was no way that taking me back to LMA 2000. I know, good old days. I thought I'm sure there are some people who like World of Warcraft and like Football Manager Sims, but you could probably count them on your two hands. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll make a Football Manager. But when do you stop? You know, do you go, I want a Pokemon channel, I want a football channel, I want a this channel? I think you've got to. I think that's one thing I've tried to learn as a content creator. It is same audience, same channel, different audience. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, and I will keep that in mind. I don't know about you, but when I started, I was super like, I want to make content. Oh my god, what the hell? Who are you? I want to make content about this and this and this and like at one point I had so many things going on the channel. I was just like, no, need to really draw this back because we're not achieving anything here. But you know, when you're passionate about something, you want to share it with people, don't you? And you can see that in your stuff. You're obviously super passionate about it. As I think if I'd been left to my own devices, I would have had about 8 different things going. I would have had Football Manager, I would have had Pokemon, I would have had Skyrim's, Morrowind's, Bethesda stuff going on. World of Warcraft, like, just far too much. Strategy games, you know, Hearts of Iron, like World War II strat, like it would have just got too much. I started off years ago with some random WoW mount. Oh, Gears of War, FIFA, yeah. Then moved to Dead by Day. You know what? That didn't gain traction. Yeah, I know yeah. Never played Dead by Daylight, but the people who were in the chat before, Gaia and people, they play it loads. Did you play or watch someone play? Is it The Casting of Frank Stone? The new kind of like survival. Is it survival horror? It's more like a story-based horror game, isn't it? I thought that was incredible, and someone who hasn't played Dead by Daylight or knows anything about the lore, really. Oh, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but yeah, if you love that, I think you will really like that. Okay, do we need these? Do we drop 5 intellect for some spirit and flux of stamina? There's an argument for it, for a bit of survivability, but I really just like stacking it in. And that's worth more money.
Go with honor, friend.
I think I got my points. I'm a rogue noob, can't help it. Oh, God help us, I know. Okay, that's 5 out of 5 shatter. Okay, Jax, thank you for hanging out with me for the last bit of this. I'm probably going to end the stream. But yeah, it'd be awesome to chat with you on Discord and pick your brains a bit. And I don't know if I can be any help to you, but if I can, then, you know, then more than happy to. But yes, guys and gals, if you're watching this on the VOD as well, thank you for watching this second live stream of Happy the Gnome. We actually leveled. No worries, it was a pleasure to come. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jax. Thank you so much. Anti-Jax, who is in the chat, is an amazing WoW content creator. You should go subscribe to him. His stuff is awesome. And if you've listened to us have our little chat just then, you would know that he is an influence on me. So please, yeah, go give him a subscribe. Go subscribe to Adventures, my channel, if you stumbled upon the stream. Regular videos will continue from tomorrow. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.